Hello and welcome back to the Business Blueprint Online YouTube channel where we help you build a successful business. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to learn how to start a successful business. In this video, we're going to show you how to start a resin business step by step. When you engage in the resin business, you will get a lot of profits. The options involved in the resin business are limitless and practical, and thus the need for people to learn on how to start this business. Depending on the route that any person selects, you will make a lot of profits. When you follow this video to the latter, you will love the fact that your business will be successful. So what is a resin business? A resin business implies the sale, advertisement, marketing, distribution, commercialization, manufacture development, and research of different resins by respondent and her. It comprises the sorbent solutions, which consists of the exchange ion resins, affinity resins, and mode resins. Why start a resin business? Epoxy resin is a word that is widely used in different industries. These industries range a lot from the aerospace and the wind power industries. As a result, this is one of the best industries that any person would ever consider getting into. The resin is widely used in different kinds of pieces whose prices are likely to fluctuate depending on what any person wishes to make. What kind of skills are required to start a resin business? Skills in marketing. Before you engage in the resin business, determine the flow in the market. In this case, your wish is to start the resin business when demand is high while the competition level is low. Resin keychains entail a market that is saturated and one that offers the best competitive route. Inventory construction. When you are aware of what you wish to make, you will then start the process of building the inventory. It is great starting a business that attracts many artists. However, be keen on the amount of stock that you start on the onset of your business. In many cases, you are likely to have lesser or more pieces than what is expected in your business. Keep practicing. Before you make any kind of inventory, you are required to ensure you get to practice. Ensure you are always competitive in your resin business to ensure the products have a high quality so that the customers will always love them. When you practice more, you will be certain of having great art. When a better art, you will draw the attention of more customers. Reasons you should start a resin business. Independence. Though working for people has its advantages, the disadvantages overwhelm the list. Many people always look towards working for themselves. In this case, they wish to make their own decisions and become answerable to one person only. When you operate and own your own craft business, you will have the maximum control over what you think is right for the growth of your business. No or little commuting. It is stressful for a person to commute long distances. The process of commuting is also costly. Many of the craft businesses are operated from the studio, small offices, and homes. Studios are found in one's property, in the garage, and also in the attic. These different options need no or little commuting. Lesser stressful. Many factors bring about stress while working in confined and commuting spaces. When you start any craft business, you will start living a stress-free life. In this case, you will always be happy with what you're doing and the people you're doing it with. Through stress levels reduction, you will certainly save how your life operates through the elimination of mental and physical strain. Working in PJs. Some careers require high levels of grooming. This implies the expenses that one incurs are expensive as you require to have a professional wardrobe. This implies the expenses that one incurs are expensive as you require to have a professional wardrobe. You will get to operate a craft business in clothing that is more comfortable, such as pajamas and jeans. This way, you will certainly save your money and as well get more joy as you work. Reasons why you should not start a resin business. If you are not good at following and reading directions. Every person wishes to get exposure to the fun stuff. You may have come across a friend who was crafting with resin or as well come across a video on YouTube. Ensure you take time and read through the instructions in the resin kit before you embark on the opening of the containers. This way, you will determine if mixing will be determined by volume or weight and the time taken for the whole curing process. Your measurements are not accurate. This implies the spoonful of one thing and a capful of another different thing. As you mix different products of resin, the teaspoon will never be among the major dead breakers. While mixing a few things in the cast into the pendant, a teaspoon will certainly be too much. If you can have a thorough mix, this is a major problem that most of the resin business starters make. When you mix two products and leave them to mix, there is no single time in which they will get to mix completely. Thus, you must make the effort to shake so that the two products may mix up effectively. Is a resin business profitable? The options in the resin business are limitless. With a route that any person picks, profits will certainly be forthcoming. For instance, resin furniture costs hundreds and thousands of dollars. Though furniture is quite technical for a person to make, it implies a person may consider sticking to a higher price tag. How much does it cost to start a resin business? Resin art is quite expensive. You may create a large resin work for a price that is lesser expensive since epoxy resin is not cheap. Thus, the purchase process is quite technical, particularly for the different resin art pieces. On average, the cost involved in starting a resin business is $340. Business or niche idea. If you engage in the resin business, it is best to ensure you select a niche that is evergreen. Once this is done, you will rest with the assurance that your services and products will never get to dry up suddenly. The popularity of the different niches has remained for many years. They are affected heavily by the changes in the economic regulations. Research product or service. Research services and products give comprehensive services which guide the identification of the different market issues. You will help the business in preparation for successful product development and design. Also, ROP is known to support different companies through the different product development and design process. Their different insights help the business in ideas evaluation, market needs, and customer demands. Assess needs. Assess of the resin business needs refers to a systematic process that helps people to determine and address a variety of needs. This way, you will realize the gaps in the desired conditions and the current conditions. With needs assessment, you will simply engage in the whole planning process. This way, you will improve the communities, organizations, training, education, and individuals. Research competition. When you research the competition levels, you will determine which is the best area for you to set up your resin business. This way, you will come up with an area with many people interested in your products while the competition level is low, and this implies you will make a lot of profit. Create a business entity. When you decide to engage in the resin business, there are decisions you must take. A business entity is among the major important decisions you have to take. Business licenses and certificates if necessary. The business licenses are given by different government agencies which allow both the companies and individuals to engage in business in the government's geographical area. Get EIN. All the resin businesses require to have EIN. You will find that EIN is applied in different ways and thus the application may be done online. Open a business bank account. One should open a business account while ready to accept and spend money in the business. With a business bank account, you will remain legally protected and compliant. Create a business plan. Always determine the nature of your resin business company and how successful the process will be. Thus, determine the basic information, your product or your service or a mission statement. Implement bookkeeping. Many businesses are using a bookkeeping computer that is specialized and with different financial transactions. Create a marketing plan. With a marketing plan, your resin business will be productive. A marketing plan is best laid manually as it gives the right course to meet the company's overall business goals. Get a website. With a website, you will get the chance of meeting many clients interested in your resin business. You will be certain of getting a lot of customers. Get a logo. A logo helps people differentiate your resin business from all the other resin businesses in the market. You will have your vision and mission that drives your business. Start email marketing. Select a person who is a reliable email marketing provider. The major step in the building of the email marketing strategy helps people to acquire a provider who has great services in the business. Start social media. Select marketing and social media goals that align with your resin business. Social media should perfectly align with your different business objectives. Also, get to learn all you can regarding your audience. Get a business insurance. 4 steps are involved in the purchase of business insurance. Thus, assess the risk, determine the accidents, lawsuits, and natural disasters. Create a launch plan. A Resin business launch plan involves a planned effort that helps in bringing a new product into the whole market. The major goal is making sure you are certain of how you wish your business to run. Start the business. Before you start your business, ensure you conduct market research. With market research, you will learn when there is a resin business opportunity. What do I need for a resin business? For you to start a resin business, ensure you are competing with all the other companies in the market. When you practice more, your art will become even much better. With great art, you will welcome more resin customers. Now, with all this information on how to start a resin business, you can definitely easily start your resin business. When you put all this information in mind, you will be certain that your business will be profitable and thus you will acquire a lot of benefits from it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned, and please don't forget to subscribe to learn more.